What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new video for you because Love Meg is a family channel here on YouTube and they have openly admitted to not saving any of the money they've made on YouTube for their children later on, which is kind of cringe because their children are literally working for their YouTube to provide for their household. It's just another reason why I think family channels are wrong and shouldn't be here on YouTube. So get ready to pay close attention, grab a snack, and wash it down with some hot tea. Before we get into this video, I do want to give a shout out to my friend YouTube Headlines. She provided a lot of the tea and she's been covering this family. So if you want to know more, go check out her channel and make sure you subscribe. If you guys don't know who Love Meg is, she has over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is a ton. You can also find her on Instagram where she has over 100,000 followers. You know there's a common theme with these family channels. They don't ever have one channel because one is just not enough. They also have several other channels. One is called Hickman Vlogs, which is their vlogging channel. Thankfully, they kind of stopped that, but we will be talking about it. And the third one is like a Spanish channel, which is like a good idea. Like I like the inclusive part of it, but also, you didn't keep up with it, did you? But let's talk about why I'm really upset. So Meg in one of her videos talked about how she is not saving any of the money that she's been bringing in from YouTube for her children because she wants her children to learn hard work, which I totally respect and I appreciate the idea that you don't want to spoil your children, but you have to keep in mind that these children are working for this YouTube channel, and part of the reason why Meg has all of this money is because of her children.
What do you have set up for your kids financially for their futures? We actually don't have much, and we're doing that purposefully because my parents did not set me up financially. My husband's parents did not set him up financially. Even families that I know that have parents that are well off wanted their children to learn hard work and how to get themselves where they need to be without having help. And I really feel like my children will be more proud of what they create if they do it on their own. We do have something set up for them because we do have life insurance on them, and they will be able to cash that out whenever they turn 18. Whatever we've put into it, they'll be able to cash that out, or they'll be able to keep their life insurance. So it's totally up to them what they want to do with it then, but it won't be much what they end up cashing out, and I really want them to figure things out on their own.
Okay, life insurance, that's cute, I totally get it. Like, good idea, but like nothing, literally none of the money is going to be saved for their children. And there's a big problem here because family channels were like on the rise and now they're kind of falling down. So all that work that these children have put in has gone to nothing because they're not getting any of that money. Love Meg has said before that she makes over 6 figures on YouTube, but if you do go to her social blade, it says that she makes up to $60,000 a year. So that's not exactly 6 figures, but it's still a lot of money, especially like a lot of money for your kids to be bringing in. Love Meg has become pretty popular, and Megan Hickman actually has been featured on TV before for her success.
Was a firefighter, and I say was because her husband was able to quit his job on the money you were bringing in.
Yes, it has been insane. Like I said, just totally life-changing. When I started out, he was a firefighter. You know, we barely had 2 pennies to rub together. It was just like we had no air conditioning in our car. We didn't even have internet at our house when I started. So I would go to my grandparents' house to upload my videos.
So who cleans the home in your actual life?
I do.
Oh, okay. Your husband who quit his job should be doing it now because you pay for everything. But
don't you love how the show host was like, your husband should be doing all the cleaning? Well, we will talk about her husband in a minute because she always shames him and degrades him online. But let me focus on the children because the children are the cash cows in this situation. She has 2 children, 1 daughter and 1 son, but I'm not going to be focusing or mentioning them in this video because they deserve somewhat privacy since they have no choice of privacy and never consented to being a YouTube star. If you go to Love Meg's Instagram, you can see there are so many ads online. Like, her children are in every single ad. They do a ton of food ads, whether it's Hot Pocket or Harris Teeter, and it's a perfect example of what child labor looks like. Not only for this Barbie ad did she make a Instagram post, she also made a full video on YouTube with her daughter. So her daughter worked for that video and should be getting paid. One of the reasons why I think these children should be getting paid or should be getting a percentage of the money, you know, coming in from the YouTube video videos is because of the Jackie Coogan laws. I might be saying Coogan wrong, but pretty much these laws are a set of laws that were introduced in California because child stars were not getting paid for their work. Pretty much Jackie was a child star who made a ton of money, but her parents blew it all, and by the time she was 18, she had nothing. Yet she worked her entire childhood. Under this law, 15% of the money that is being made by the child will be saved for the child until they are 18 years old. Obviously, 15% is not a ton of money, but it's still something, and I think they deserve to get paid because they are sacrificing their childhood to be on YouTube. Something that's really sad about family channels is they are so focused on money. Like, it's literally about getting rich and staying rich and keeping the children at work. Sponsored videos, ad posts, etc. will keep the money coming in and keep your children in the spotlight. You guys might be asking, what does Justin think about this? And Justin is Meg's husband and the father of her children. He was a firefighter, but he quit his job because they were making so much on YouTube that it was no longer needed. But it's kind of hard to watch these clips with him because there are a lot of times where Meg is literally like shaming him or degrading him on camera for just like her being the breadwinner. Like, she loves to talk about how she's the breadwinner and that he works for her.
One thing, if you are new to my channel, like, I am the breadwinner of our family. Technically, Justin works for me, you know, so.
Don't you love that she says he works for me, not with me? It just kind of gives me like an insight into the mentality that this family has, and I feel like she is in full control of this channel.
But because I still have a job, even if he wasn't working, but if I stopped working, he wouldn't have a job. Technically, I'm the breadwinner of the family, and it used to be the opposite way. I was a stay-at-home mom. I hate to say it like this, but now you work for me, and that's really cool too.
Yeah. Again, I just find it kind of weird that she's claiming that her husband works for her. I mean, I get it, like, she started the YouTube and she's been bringing in a lot of money, but those are his children and he's also in these vlogs, so it's very much the whole family, not just you, Meg. She talks about money so much in her vlogs that it makes me kind of nauseous just because I don't like to talk about money. I've never really had money in my life, so when you talk about money to me, it's kind of like, ugh, like a weird thing to talk about. I just think it's so evil and like it's rooted in just selfishness and trying to have everything when you don't really need that much. Honestly, having enough sometimes in life is just perfect because you don't want too much and then you're like the Ace family and you're so unhappy cheating on your wife all the time. In this next clip, watch how Meg talks about how Justin got her an engagement ring and he took the money out of their bank account, but she didn't really notice the money came out of the bank account because they have so much money. Well, if you have so much money, why can't you save any of that money for your children?
And I know that kind of sounds weird that I somehow missed that much money in my bank account, but it's because he covers all of our finances. So I know how much is in the bank, but if he doesn't want me to know, I'll make the money. I know how much is going into the bank account, but I don't really know how much is going out of it. I leave.
That must be so nice that you have no idea how much money is leaving your account because you just have so much money and you are so well off that you are just rich, right? Look at this next clip where she talks about how she can literally retire in a few years because they are just so good at investing.
I plan on doing YouTube for a few more years. So my husband is really good at investing, and so he's kind of set us up to where like we can retire after a few years. I honestly don't understand much of it, which is really bad. Like, I wish I did, but it's just something he's way better at than I am. So we're gonna get juicy. And
well, people have asked her how much she makes online from YouTube, and listen to what she has to say.
This question was asked and someone actually said underneath it that they didn't think I was gonna answer this question, but I am. So the question is, how much money do I make on YouTube? I make more than I would with a doctor's degree. Like, I do make 6 figures with my ad revenue alone. And I also get extras from sponsored videos as well.
Well, watch how she reacts when people ask her, has the money changed you? And I think it's pretty obvious, yes, the money has changed her.
The next question is, has the money changed me? And I have to say yes. My life has changed, but I will say for the better. We both felt really weird about me paying for my own engagement ring. So what we decided to do, and I told him I didn't need an engagement ring, but he insisted. So what we decided to do was I took over his car payments and he was able to put that money aside for my engagement ring.
Sometimes money can make you a better person. I can totally see that, but I also think that providing for your children and giving them a stable life, especially when they are working for your income, is a good move to make. Meg likes to get too personal when it comes to money online. Like, I don't want to know who pays for what or what happened with your engagement ring. Like, it's just a little bit too much information for me, and I feel like you guys shouldn't be flexing on how much money you have, because it's not like it's always going to be there. Because what you guys have been doing with this family channel is kind of being canceled. Like, people aren't here for family channels anymore, and I'm honestly glad, because YouTube, you need to step up your guidelines, because these people on YouTube and these viewers are realizing that these channels are, you know, taking advantage of their children. While I do respect that she has come from nothing and she has made something of herself, I do feel like there are some things that she is doing wrong. And this video isn't like all hate, it's just to bring up the fact that you are using your children for money as cash cows. Like, they even have Instagrams where the links in their bios are to her like Etsy site or her website or her income or something, you know, it's related to her money. These children have no sense of identity because they've created Instagram pages for them, has made videos for them, and they've had to work their entire childhood for this channel. It's not like the channel's been around forever, but it's been around long enough where it has 500,000 subscribers and you guys are very familiar with their 2 children. Well, in an interview, Megan was actually asked, what are the challenges of operating a channel where your kiddos are stars right alongside you? Which is a great question and also very cringe. Like, why are they stars? Like, why aren't they getting paid like that? Like, ugh, like, people at school are watching videos of these children and their peers are judging them, and that's what I have problems with. Like, these kids cannot escape the impact of YouTube. Well, she replied saying, there are obviously safety concerns. We take every precaution we can to protect our identities and our personal safety. Our kids really are troopers about filming though. They love to be on camera. Troopers about filming. I feel like you use the word trooper when someone has to like do something they don't really want to do. And while their kids do act pretty natural on camera, you just can't assume that they want to be on camera or that you're seeing everything through the camera. Like, you literally don't know if these children are crying afterwards or don't want to be on camera or literally asking their mom, please put it down, because they can easily edit that part out and continue with the work. At the end of the day, I just have a problem with family channels using their children and not paying their children, because these kids are going to be impacted for the rest of their lives, and at least they should have a little bit of money to go along with it. I mean, I would love for them to just have privacy in general or to be able to consent to being on camera, but these kids are young, they don't understand what that means, so at least pay them for their work. But before I close up this video, I do want to give a shout out to my friend YouTube Headlines. She has a really great channel and she's been covering this family. So if you want to know more about them in more details and more opinions, go check her out. She's awesome. Support your small channels, because these people will blow up like that. You have no idea who's going to be the next person on YouTube, and I feel like this channel alone is a great source for YouTube tea and YouTube Headlines and things like that. So definitely check them out, and make sure you check out my other channel and me on Instagram at SL04N. But until next time, I'll see you in my next video, and remember, these family channels are done. Okay, honey? Bye.